So, cash flow forecasts, something that is probably absolutely central to any business to get things right. Because if you don't know where you're going to be with your cash in 6 to 9 months' time, you haven't got a hope of success. Let's up front talk about a couple of main points. One is it's just about receipts in and payments out. So keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate it. But do it well. That's the key thing. So what period should a cash flow cover? Well, I would recommend up to 12 months. 6 to 9 months is probably fine. But when you actually put it together, probably do the first few weeks by week, and then the following months, perhaps, the next 3 months by week, and then the following 6 months just by month. Otherwise, your spreadsheet's going to get too long. Make sure the guy at the top is fully involved in putting the cash flow forecast together, and make sure that the boss looks at it quite often. How often should you update it? I would suggest you could do it weekly, but certainly at least once a month. What should it include? Well, it's pretty straightforward. It is receipts in and payments out, as I said up front. So think about splitting your main receipts up into sales, perhaps sales up front if you get credit card payments, sales where you've sold to debtors with payment terms, so they're on credit, perhaps loans in, VAT repayments if you get those, maybe grants if you get those. Payments out, obviously suppliers, upfront overheads paid, standing orders, salaries, PAYE and so on. But don't forget VAT. Don't forget capital expenditure if you're going to buy a van or a computer or something. And don't forget loan repayments and interest and other items. So don't surprise yourself by leaving something out that's quite important. Key thing, be brutally honest. If the cash flow is going to show a horrible red number of overdraft, look at it realistically and just manage it. If you can see that you might go over your overdraft, say in 6 months' time, you can take action now. Go and talk to your bank, get an overdraft extension, or take some steps to reduce the cash need, perhaps by cutting costs or whatever you need to do. But at least a good cash flow forecast can give you the chance of managing your business going forward. Consider doing what we call what-if scenario. So you've put together your sort of best expectation cash flow. Think about putting together one that says, right, our sales are going to be 15% below what I've put in our expected, and see what effect that has on your cash flow. And again, if things start going down, you can take action again, look at talking to the bank and so on. So if you need more funding, act now, not later. Explain and understand any variances between the actual cash flow, once you've gone past a week or a month, and what you forecast originally, because it's understanding those variances that will enable you to get better and better at forecasting. And finally, the mechanics of putting a forecast together. I would use an Excel spreadsheet, by far the easiest way of doing it. You can get example templates for cash flow forecasting from a number of websites, Business Link for a start, and there's a good one at southwestfd.co.uk. That's a very good one. And what these spreadsheets do is actually give you the simple main cash flow statement, and then underneath you can put your suppliers and your customers and your overheads and so on, and they feed into that cash flow statement to make it easier for you. So there's no excuse. I think one of the fundamental things you've got to do in any business is do your cash flow forecasting. The bank manager will feel much better about it. You'll feel much better about it. It gives you better visibility on the future. You'll be able to sleep at night. Even if things look bad, at least you can sort them out in good time.